Good evening everyone, Chef here. Trust you're well. Trust you've had a good weekend. Trust you've had a weekend where if you've set any goals or any targets that you've managed to get there. If you've fallen short, that's fine. What you're doing is setting goals. You're trying to change the way of thinking, change the way you look at things, and if you reach the stars and you fall short, well, you still made a great effort. Obviously, it's that time where I often think about it being Sunday evening. I've just come out the shower, hair's a bit messy, apologies, and I'm thinking about the week ahead. And as I think about the week ahead, and I've just come back from the petrol station and put petrol in the car for the school run. I looked up at the kids' bedrooms windows. They were fast asleep, 8 o'clock. And it took me back to it being dark now, the times when I'd be coming home from work and parking on the drive and hoping the engine didn't wake the kids up, and there's no chance of it. They'd been in bed for 3 or 4 hours before I even got home. And I've thought about the fact about self-worth and the meaning of self-worth, and what do you think you're worth? And I've turned it around. And when I say things like that, I don't mean to gloat. It's just basically to try and tell everybody out there that there is another way. And the founder of the Sue Stone Foundation, Sue, obviously had that point in her life where she was down to her last £10, and the people were knocking on the door for the business, for the mortgage company, whatever it might have been. And obviously, Sue in herself thought she was worth more than this. She and her 3 children were worth more than all this, and she did something about it. So what are you worth? I'm sure you're worth a lot more than what you're having to put up with now. Just like I decided after all these years of pledging myself to a cause that clearly was not right for me, and clearly was a way of basically sapping all the energy and all the goodness out of somebody. You either have to be thick-skinned, paid a bloody huge amount of money to think, oh, this is just water off the duck's back, or just like a robot. And unfortunately, all 3 of those weren't prevalent in my day-to-day life. So I decided I was worth a lot more than that. And obviously the catalyst was the breakdown. But having the breakdown made me realise that I was worth more than that. And the fact that I'd been put in this situation, it was a visual sign for me, having that breakdown. And I'm sure you guys out there are saying to yourself, maybe if you're in a situation where you're not looking forward to going to work tomorrow, or the environment that you're in, or things that have happened to you in the past, that you're worth more than that. So what do we do? Well, we clearly can use life experiences. If you've had an awful relationship, a rubbish employment, traumas, places that you've been where you felt like you've been abused basically through your kindness or your generosity, or even more painfully on a physical footing. It reiterates the fact that you shouldn't be there. It reiterates the fact that you are not in the right place, and how dare they, or the individual, or the organisation, or the environment that you're in, take advantage of you. So, what are we going to do about it? Affirmations. Affirmations, affirmations, affirmations. And affirmations is such a key part to anybody turning their lives around. Affirmations are all about picturing a happy you, picturing a positive you, picturing a you where you are in a place that you want to be. Picturing yourself maybe a year down the line, picturing yourself at the best possible you, the you that you think, God, I'll never get there. I'll never have the work-life balance. I'll never have the time with the family. I'll never have all the trappings of success. I'll never have the downtime. I'll never have the time for me. It's all about the me. It's about the now. And me now is not a particularly happy, content person as you are now. But you're not going to concentrate on the things that have happened in the past that have held you back. And you're certainly not worrying about the things in the future that haven't even happened yet. You're going to think about the things now. And as you think now, you're saying to yourself, I am going to be successful, I am going to be positive, I am going to be calm, I am going to be content, I am going to be wealthy, I am going to be empowered. And you hold the thought and you say it over and over and over again, and you hold the thought of the best possible you. Dare to dream. Dare to dream that you've got the great big house and the abundant land around you, and the horses in the stable and the cars and all the trappings of success. Why shouldn't you have that? Why shouldn't you have that? Why should you be stuck in a job where you are disillusioned, where you are taken for granted, where you are just literally waking up and working to survive? Love life, live life. You want to get up in the morning and love your life, and you want to live it to the absolute fullest, the fullest you could possibly imagine. Dare to imagine, and even if you fall short on that daring to imagine, God, it's going to be so much better than where you are now. And it's all about the inner belief. It's all about you totally and utterly immersing yourself into the way of thinking about the affirmations and the chantings and the self-tapping and learning about the alpha state when you go to bed, and holding a thought and holding it so tight that means so much to you that you send out these positive vibrations and they come back to you with interest. That's how much you're worth. Surely you're worth 5 minutes in an evening when you're settling off to bed, 20 minutes in a day where you just take yourself away from a situation and you just picture yourself. Surely you're worth that. People's lives are so busy, I completely understand, but if you want to succeed, you have to believe. The believe to succeed ethos. You have to put in to get out. And there is no magic pill. There is no magic wand. I used to say to one of my counsellors, I wish you could just wave a magic wand at so and so. And she goes, well, I've been through all this stuff and I've had to work at it. And I thought, that's not what I want to hear. I want you to wave that wand. There is no magic wand. The magic wand is you. The magic wand is the journey that you're going to put yourself on. You're going to put yourself on such an amazing journey that when things start to come together, the sense of achievement from all that you've put into that is worth so much more than the plaques I used to get and the badges and all the the internal magazine recognition and all the rest of it. Because how much did I put into that, and ultimately was it ever beneficial for me in the long run? And clearly it wasn't, because we all know what happened to Shafiq. So just to wrap up, self-worth. Every one of you that's tuning into this, every one of you that might be forwarding on to other people, you're going to be worth more than you are now. You're going to have so much inner belief that even though you think you're doing all right, you know what, you could be doing so much more. You're worth so much more. Your life, your loved ones, those around you, surely you deserve to have that work-life balance. So self-worth is key. Practice affirmations, practice positive images, practice being calm, practice taking yourself away from negative environments. Walk away from it. Don't engage in confrontation. Just surround yourself with positive images. And the week ahead will be a positive week. And all I can ask you, and just send out my absolute trust in you guys, is that you work at it. And if you work at it, it will manifest itself in the most amazing way. So stay strong, stay positive. Please like, please subscribe to my site, recommend my site to other people, post comments. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum going. I'll be doing another post every day. A little thought for the day, and I trust you have a good evening. So just to recap, you've got to remember, you've got to believe to succeed. Have a good evening. Ciao. Bye.